started. This is the semifinals. We're back again. We're here with Sep, as well as that. There's a little bit of an update. We did have one of the teams come in a little late. So the biggest thing is that Team Ace is going to be starting with a little bit of an advantage. We're still doing best out of 5, but we are seeing Team Ace coming out with 1 already on the board. So we're already started on game 2 here, baby. Sep, how you feeling?
Hey man, I'm really excited to see these two teams. They've been so strong in the games I've casted already. I mean, I'm a bit worried about Night Horde here. You can't really give Team Ace an advantage this early on because they might use that momentum to just snowball over Night Horde. I mean, if this was a best of 3 and Team Ace takes 2 games, it's over, you know?
Right. And I mean, it's always a huge advantage when you come into these tournament aspects when you get that 1 up on someone. So Team Ace definitely going to be coming into this game pumped. We can already kind of see the drafting phase has started in the background, and I think we're going to get into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, as I said, so excited. These teams are so strong. Team Ace, I believe their jungler, I can't remember his name at this current moment, but I was really impressed by Team Ace's jungler. He managed to just do everything. I think it was Mobile Wolf, actually. He pulled out like a Fanny, pulled out a Joy, and absolutely carried all the games that I saw him play. On the other hand, Night Horde, really good. Oh My Foe is also a great jungler, and I'm really keen to see what they bring today in this I really can't tell you who I prefer in terms of just the players.
It is true. I would say that Wolf is definitely one of those junglers that just pulls out anything. He's like a magician, if you could say. You know, he'll just pull a rabbit out of the hat out of nowhere. So always keep an eye out for Mobile Wolf. From the side of Night Horde, if I'm not mistaken here. I mean, Toadknight's pretty good. You gotta watch out for him. Oh My Foe as well. So there's quite a few. I'm not quite sure who the top 2 are and the bottom one is. People are always changing their names, so I never know.
Another player to look out for, I believe, is Ramses on his EXP lane. That guy on Arlot is crazy. I think if Team Ace knows anything about Night Horde, they want to be careful of an Arlot coming out from Ramses as well.
Okay.
And I think, yeah, Toadknight would be their roamer, I believe. So, and he's been really solid as well.
Oh yeah, he's always a killer. So are we already seeing out of the get-go here being the Diggy ban alongside the Matilda? So a huge go here. I mean, both of those are utility users, so you know, something you don't want to see on the battlefield. And I mean, overall, just good utility bans in tournament play.
I mean, Diggy, this is a hero that you can pick even into no stuns. Just because of how strong his abilities are by themselves. His second skill's got that catch to allow you to set up for kills, and his first skill not only does damage as it obviously does, but it provides that valuable vision of bushes and you know, and it punishes enemies for being out of position in terms of vision and stuff as well. And this ulti, it works so well with the Flask of the Oasis, and some people even run Revitalize because of how long his ulti cooldown is. So he just does everything you want in a meta like this.
It makes sense. I mean, again, it used to be a little while ago a giant support meta, so it's good to see that they're keeping that alive. And I mean, we're already seeing the Fairness ban coming out. The tank carry has been a big thing on the scene nowadays. Something that I personally don't like utilizing, but it is a good comp to be paired with. So getting that out early is worth it. It's going to come down to the very first pick, though.
I believe that's going to go to Team Ace. There's quite a lot left open here. I see the Nolan. I see the Joy. I mean, Joy is not really a first pick, I'd argue, though. But there is still a huge amount of stuff open. We're going to see that Harith being banned out.
That was a target ban. That was a target ban on Mobile Wolf. He's an absolute menace in the jungle with a Harith. So just keeping that an eye out. This is why I say, I mean, Wolf can bring anything out of that hat when he can, you know, gets onto the battlefield.
I'm excited to see what he brings out this time. I wouldn't be surprised to just see it a clean sort of Nolan first pick. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to see that there. Although there are a few things that I need to talk about, like maybe he's gonna switch for a Nana or something. But no, they'll take away the all-out away from Ramses. I really like this. I'm sure, 100% sure, Ramses would have snatched that up any opportunity he got.
Yeah, I mean, again, when you're dealing with something like this, if you can't put it into the ban rotation, the next best thing is to pick it up for yourself, right? If you don't want to allow them to get it, first picking that R-Lot is an excellent choice. You definitely hit it right on the nail. So I want to see how Night Horde can respond to that with two magic.
I mean, we got this Guinevere pick. This is so strong. I mean, it's been strong for a very long time. And then Lunox. I've heard that Lunox in NA right now is pretty crazy. This hero is just picked up so often. And yeah, for a good reason. I mean, it kills people, man. So quick. There's nothing more to say, really.
Yeah, her CCs, her kill potential of, you know, just being able to gank and just be able to control team fights is something that she excels at. Now, the Lunox is something that I haven't seen sneak through. So I really want to see how Night Horde can utilize this Lunox in this team comp, right? Because we're probably going to be seeing it in the mid lane, but you're already building a lot of magic on that side. So I want to see what they can respond later on. I thought they were going to go Gata. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah, I was looking at that Gata like, hell yeah. But I mean, I want to just go back to the all-out pick. I mean, it's such a strong first pick, man. I don't know if you talked about this before with Zeke, but it is like probably the strongest first pick in the game right now, just because it's such a big flex pick. You can play this in XP or the Roam, and it allows your team to just play around the draft so well. It gives you a big draft advantage, if you know.
It makes sense. I mean, the utility behind it, the team fight controls, it is weird that I am seeing it being floated around in the Roam and the EXP spot. So we'll have to see. And I mean, in the past, the Angela was also in that same spot, right? You could either be a mage or you could be the Roam. So there's a lot of flexibility that is brought to the table by Team Ace. We got to see how Night Horde can respond to that.
Ooh, a beautiful Ruby pick here. I really like this because obviously Team Ace cannot see the names according to these hero picks. And Turtnak and Ramses both have like heroes that could be flexed to the XP and the Roam. So now they have to like pick a hero that's going to be able to like sort of guess which hero is going to be up against in sort of the XP matchup. So I really am a big fan of this Ruby pick.
Yeah, and I mean, recently I've seen Ruby played, and Ruby is like a hit or miss in the EXP lane, right? You don't know if it's gonna be an absolute monster, and it again comes down to the player. And we got Ramsey playing it, an R-Lot god, as you can say. So let's see if they can pull that through with a Ruby.
Okay, I mean, there it is. The Phobius ban immediately coming out from Team Ace. You don't want to be against the Phobius as this Wan at all. So it's a good ban coming from them here, as well as the two junglers from Team Night Horde. Okay, just like not letting Mobile Wolf cook on anything too comfortable.
Oh yeah, you don't want to let him cook. If you let him cook, he's gonna definitely burn you. So I mean, getting rid of the Nolan, getting rid of the Joy, still great picks. I mean, we can kind of theorize on what Mobile Wolf would like to pull through here, right? He's going to need something that's going to avoid a lot of CC, maybe something a little bit tankier. Maybe we'll see the Fredrin come through. I mean, there's quite a few options available, and I definitely think he's going to have to bring something tanky to the table.
I feel like Team Ace at the moment are lacking a bit of control. They do have a decent amount coming from the Angela with the R-Lot. But I feel like they just need that extra bit of control in order to catch the Lunox here. I don't sort of know what hero that could apply to on the jungle. As you said, maybe the Fredrin is a decent option. Maybe or something like a Kai.
Yeah, I mean, and Akai is a wild pick, and I mean, if we know Mobile Wolf, he's definitely a wild person, so could come out of the box. But I do like from the side of Night Horde, they picked up the Irithel, which is a great pick against a Wan. You're able to keep that Wan at bay, avoiding a lot of that crossbow of Tang. And I love that they're just flexing the Zosk. You know, I've always hoped and prayed that Zosk would come back into the tournament scene or even just be a good pick in general, but it's hard to say. I don't think it will come out, but maybe.
Maybe, man. I mean, that's one of my favorite heroes. I'd love to see it on this stage right now, but we're gonna see. He's probably just gonna go back to this new menace in the meta, which is this Nana pick, as well as the Martis for Mobile Wolf, which I'm a big fan of in this game.
Yeah, Martis does utilize I mean, you could go hybrid on it, so it can be a little bit tanky. It does avoid a lot of CC. So I think it's a good pick. And paired with an Angela is going to be probably a great go. We're going to not see her in the mid lane. We're going to see her in the roam. I mean, we got Wan here as well. So I think that the overall team comp's good, but like you did say that there's a little bit of lack of control.
I feel like Nana does fix that somewhat. With her new second ability, the catch potential on it is really strong. I think that's what makes the hero very strong at the moment as well, is that it gives you that bit of catch opportunity. As well as now, the interesting I'm looking at is Oh My Foe flexing the Lunox into the jungle and picking the Novaria last pick for Kim Minil. That's spicy.
That is just so much magic damage. I mean, they're going to really have to prioritize on what they want to go with here, but we're going to be getting into the first game. Team Ace is already in the lead with 1 up on them, so just keep an eye on that. With Night Horde coming in late, they do have a 1-up advantage, but we're going to be able to still see a lot of games tonight.
Yeah, exactly that. As I said, the snowball potential could come out from Night Horde a bit here. Team, I mean, not from Night Horde, from Team Ace here, as they are 1 game behind. You know, they're gonna maybe just roll them over, or maybe not. We're gonna see Team Night Horde just running them over instead. As I said, not too sure which side I prefer in the draft here between the two teams. Both are really strong. Although, yeah, I feel like Night Horde a bit weak in terms of the catch, but do have that Nana to work with.
Yeah, and I mean, if we kind of take a look at some of the win conditions, you know, building off of what you were saying, I think they really have to, on the side of Night Horde, they have to catch this Angela, right? Like, if the Angela is smart, she's going to be staying in the back, not being too aggressive, but looking like she is going to be aggressive here, might.
Oh, I mean, she's going to be aggressive. I feel like, I feel
wow.
like Angela can be quite aggressive, and she's gonna maybe get it onto Toadnak here. He's going in, but no, first blood.
Wow. Yo, the bait, the greed. It's just everywhere. Kills coming from left and right. No coordination by either teams. They're just going all in. I'd like to talk about what happened there against Motion. Just the aggressiveness by a support.
Oh, I mean, talking about aggressiveness, we're going to see Omafo going in with the Chaos Assaults, with the Dark Ulti. Oh, man, that was a very clean kill coming out from Night Horde here. As Ramses wants to carry on a bit here.
That was a good control and flicker. I mean, that goes to show, like, Ramsey's sustainability on the Ruby is just an absolute monster. But I think both teams got to really calm down here. They're getting wild.
For sure. Oh, we're going to see Guinevere going in with the Spatial Migration here. Oh, has the Violet Requiem to knock up Martis. Not going to be any damage follow-up, though. Arlot in the backlines here, but nothing more achieved. Talking about that Angela, yeah, I mean, I feel like Angela as a hero can be quite aggressive early game. I might disagree with that. I mean, you know, you got that healing effect, which does scale quite well into the early game a bit. But yeah, for sure, late game, she will not be able to defend herself and does need to be very careful about how she approaches getting caught out by Toadnak specifically.
Ooh. Max here on the run.
Oh, there it is. The Chaos Assaults. They're coming in, but Max Win, as you said, will be nice and safe under his tower. I think he might need to recall, though.
Yeah, see, that's the split decision. Do they recall or do they, you know, take that time to possibly get down here and take the lane? Always like a hit or miss when it comes to that.
Oh, there it is. The Heart God gonna save Nana here. Maybe. Just maybe it is. Oh, but Wanwan gets taken out in the bottom lane, unfortunately. But Nana will fall as well. I mean, Team Ace. I mean, Team... Yeah, that's Team Ace. No, that's Team Nightfall. Sorry, I'm confusing the size. I mean, confusing the size here. Nightfall really is providing that opportunity to snowball here.
Yeah, I mean, though they being down 1 for being late, they're definitely coming into this first game aggressive. and ready to play. But I mean, that's what you want to see from the side of Night Horde, right? They got to really stop and control Mobile Wolf on Martis, and I fall into his hands.
I mean, he's very much not the easiest person to control. As you can see, that mortar coil just knocks Toadnak away. So it's not going to be easy. As I'm offended by Ruby, he's just going to hook the blue buff here. Looks like Night Horde want to be really aggressive with blue buff. I don't know who that went to. Probably on the side of Team Ace, I believe. I can't see with that Navario ulti.
I don't know. Yeah, it does look like Wolf was able to secure that blue buff, but he did have to waste his retry, and Foe has theirs already.
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't think she needs the retry on that Lunox. She's just gonna shred the turtle anyway with that percent damage coming from the Chaos Assault. But Mobile Wolf maybe going in with the Heart God, maybe getting a kill here on Toadnak, and will do so.
Yeah, Toadnak was really deep in there and kind of just, I'm not quite sure if he just wanted to keep him at bay, keep the vision going for Night Horde, but we'll kind of see here. They're kind of, look at this. I love this set. They're waiting on it here. Gonna stop the collide.
The Astral Echo will come out as well. Onto 2, so maybe not gonna be able to enable Foe just yet. But
the coordination there by Night Horde, you know, just sitting in that bush, they knew that they were gonna go for that, you know, I like to call it the Oreo, right? The Oreo crush.
Okay, you'll have to explain that in a bit as we see Skade getting gone on a little bit here by the Offended, maybe just dodging out Kim Minjils. However you pronounce that name, but oh, Mobile Wolf gonna get caught out by Toadnak. A beautiful kill. That's huge, I believe.
Definitely huge. I mean, that was stopping Martis from being able to get on the killing spree.
Oh, there it is. The flicker back with the I'm Offended. But Kobe QT going in with a Heart God as it's going to try and fight this one out. Ruby sustaining quite a lot, but she's not going to make it out here. Oh, my foe as well on the pursuit coming in from Kobe QT. I don't know if they're going to get this one. Maybe they can. The Chaos Assault comes out, but it's going to be a double kill for Motion.
The good old Angela killsteal twice.
I mean, if you get your Angela big, man, you're gonna see those full HP Heart God shields. So I mean, that's a scary thing.
It is, but while all of that was happening, we do see Night Horde coming back and, you know, taking towers where they can. But back to what I was saying, you know, the Oreo crush is it's like an American signature thing in North America here, is where they they go behind the line, one person does, and they crush them into the tower. I like to call that the Oreo crush.
Oh, I understand it now. Yeah, that's definitely cool. I'll have to implement that into my next game. We're gonna see a huge Astral Echo coming in here with the Heart God onto the Martyrs this time. The Decimate's gonna come out and kill Toadnak here, and he's gonna keep the pursuit up, but maybe gonna just back off into the turtle here. But now all of a sudden, Team Ace, they're on the offensive. The retribution is gonna go to Wan there. Oh man, Team Ace definitely coming back straight into this game.
Yeah, I mean, both teams are definitely head to head, nail to nail here. And it's wild, right? Because we do see Team Ace, they have more towers taken than on Night Horde side, and they're looking to take more.
Oh, I mean, they want to take this bot lane, but it is Ramses on his Ruby up here. He's not the easiest kill to get, but this crossbow tag will help them secure it. Ooh, but the spatial migration with the Violet Requiem onto 2 in the bottom lane. It might be a double kill for Toadnak here, but it's going to be Wan paying with her life against this Novaria. Toadnak on the pursuit. Will he get Skade? I'm pretty sure he will. Oh, beautiful response by Night Horde in that bot lane gank.
Again, quite risky plays. Crossbow attack going way into the back line. Team Ace they're making all of these little mistakes, and you just gotta love the aggressiveness by Toadnak. You know, a roam on a Guinevere is just nasty.
I mean, he's been really showing how nasty it is for sure. With those 2-man spatial migrations and we're gonna maybe see some more. I believe that is quite a strong combo together with the Novaria, with the Astral Echo. It can increase that range of where your spatial migration will hit, knocking up many members of a Team Ace, as we're gonna see it coming in onto Kobe QT, but he has the Heart Guard to defend himself here. The Decimate as well onto Oh My Foe. He's getting low. He's gonna have to use the Brilliance to maybe get out of this one. Yes, he will. And Ruby as well wants to go in, maybe finish the kill coming up from Kobe QT. He will. He'll get the kill onto this Lunox, which is absolutely huge. And the final slash, it comes out. It's gonna try and get Ramsey down low enough. But now, Team Ace needs to be on the defense, I believe. Or maybe not. Team Wanwan on the back lines here with the crossbow tang going on to Totenak. Will they be able to get more? I'm not sure. The heart. Oh, there it is. The Flask of the Oasis keeping Kobe QT nice and safe. They're gonna go onto this Irithel, but she's gonna be able to fend herself off for just a bit longer.
I don't know. I think it might have been a little bit of a mistake that Max left that team fight there. I just felt like they could have capitalized on that a little bit more, and I think they were playing safe.
Oh, Kim with the Novaria sniping the blue buff for his team there as well. But that's going to be straight into the Lord fight. You're going to see the final slash coming out.
Oh my foe!
Coming to Oh My Foe. Oh my god. They're going to lose one member. I mean, Team Ace are going to lose a member here. As Oh My Foe being nice with the retry skills there. Got that timing.
Yeah, that's something you don't want to let through, right? You don't want to allow the enemy jungle to have that 50-50 chance on getting that retribution. I do like that Max made a little bit of a play here. They're able to make it out and push that right lane. If it can take the tower, it could be a win, but I don't think so. We're gonna have to see Team Ace, you know, turn it around.
Yeah, I mean, Team Nightfall, they are like setting a timer here with this Irithel pick. They do need to like extend the game as much as possible. We're gonna see the hot dot coming out onto Wanwan here. Unfortunately, Wanwan not being the best hot dot target in terms of offensive capabilities, I believe, but just because she doesn't benefit too much from the additional movement speed. Oh, here we're gonna see the spatial migration onto a Harlot here. They're gonna get baited. No, that's not even a clone. Totenak gets completely blown up there.
I think you got baited there.
Yeah, I was like, why is he standing still? Is that a clone? It's like, no, it's not. Oh, we're gonna see the final slash coming in from Kobe QT. He's on the front lines here. Has to use the flicker to maybe get out here. Mobile Wolf wants to keep up the offensive, but I don't know. I mean, that's quite a tanky target on this Lunox. She's a bit tankier than she seems, but maybe they're gonna keep it up. Oh, big burst damage coming in from Kim, and this Lunox from Oh My Foe. Kobe QT trying to save the team fight somehow, but gets taken out. And now Night Horde are gonna push.
Yeah, I think they keep disrespecting the damage that Humble's bringing to the battlefield here.
Oh, I didn't know you could use Heart Guard on a Nano while she's using a passive. I've learned something new. But now, yeah, I mean, Night Horde, they're getting so many towers right now. They're going to keep up the offensive. My foe getting caught a bit, yeah, but it has the brilliance to work with. Maybe, I mean, Mobile Wolf might get something to work with here a bit, but he's going to get punished. Kobe QT is not going to be able to save him this time, and this Irithel is now online, pumping in that damage. The Violet Requiem just gonna control up this Arlot, as this game is looking so hard for Team Ace.
Yeah, definitely rough, and it keeps going.
I mean, it's gonna keep going. The crossbow tank is out onto Ramses. I mean, he's gonna try his best, but this gets blown up by this Novaria. Humble and Ig. I don't know what that name is, but he's gonna start pumping in that damage onto these towers as well, as he wants to close out this game. They have a few more seconds without this Wanwan to defend their base with, so maybe they want to keep up the pressure here.
Yeah, I don't know if they will keep up the pressure. They kind of overstayed their welcome into Team Ace's base. Now, I mean, that was such a great pressure by Night Horde, and it's going to show that they have definitely the lead and the snowball potential here. It's going to come down to this next Lord. This Team Ace, I don't know, are they going to play aggressive or not? Jesus Christ, they melted that Lord.
I mean, Lord, where you at? But like, oh my god, that damage. I'll check right now. In fact, it will be the Seasoned Hunter coming in from Oh My Foe. So with that Seasoned Hunter increased damage, with that percent damage, like Lord has no chance to live against this Lunox, man.
Yeah, Lunox is definitely a Lord Destroyer. And I think, I mean, Team Ace already a little bit behind. I mean, the Wanwan's not online. Mobile Wolf on this Martis isn't online. I think they're going to have a little bit of a hard time defending this base here.
They'll have a very hard time, unfortunately. Maybe we'll see a really good final slash to bring them underneath the tower. That could work, but unfortunately, Lord is going to start walking down this mid lane, and it's going to be really difficult for teammates to deal with him. Let's see if Night Horde can keep up the pressure in this fight here. We're going to see the spatial migration. It does land onto two, but a Purify comes out from one of them, but the Angela gets taken out immediately. They can just focus the base here as Team Night Horde take game one. Well,
technically game two.
Technically game two. Yes. I mean,
technically
that does equalize the playing field.
It does now. Now it's a best out of three, right? Like we've dropped out of the BO5. We're in a BO3 now. Definitely a dominating force that Night Horde is bringing to the Land of Dawn. And I mean, their whole team was absolutely just controlling quite a bit of the map. Toadknock being very aggressive, giving a lot of vision, paid for it by getting that silver, but I do think was an ultimate decision factor in how their team was able to place themselves to just secure those kills.
Kim Minji with the 0 deaths on the Navarra, to be expected, honestly. It's like probably the hero with the least deaths in the whole game, I believe. Like, you really just can't catch this Navarre ever. And I feel like with a team like with Team Ace, they didn't have the biggest amount of jump. They had like a 1-1 or a Mars to maybe run at them, but it's not the best jump. And I feel like that was the biggest issue with their draft in this game, was there's nothing to catch these backline damage dealers.
That is true. That is true. And I mean, again, that comes down to that Night Horde just executed it so well on securing the Irithel, right? The greatest counter to Wanwan, and they just didn't allow Max to come online. And I think that was a key decision factor. They were also catching motion a lot and not allowing that Heart Guard to be a key decision factor for Team Ace to change the tide here. And when they got a foothold, they took it all the way.
For sure. An interesting build as well. I was looking at Omafo's build on the Lunox, sort of simulating a sort of a Bauman sort of play style, where you go for this concentrated energy, mimicking the War Axe, as well as a Brute Force Breastplate. I feel like that is quite cool, because Lunox can stay in fights quite long and provide the magic damage to sustain that concentrated energy. So that's a really like a sort of an inspirational sort of builds that I might take into account into my next Lunox game.
Right? I mean, hey, I've never been a Lunox, lover on throwing her in the mid lane, utilizing her, but seeing her in the jungle definitely, kind of gives her that up feeling that, you can utilize her in more different ways. And I've seen that in a couple of the World Series as well. So definitely crazy to see. Well executed. A lot of magic damage, but hey, they executed it pretty well. Kind of taking a look at some of the bans. It's going back into that support meta. Get them all off the board. Get the Diggy, the Angela, and the Matilda. It's looking like a run back.
I mean, surprisingly, the bans are switched. I think Night Horde were the ones who banned the Matilda, and Team Ace were the ones who banned the Diggy. So it's a switch in which bans they chose, but it's the same bans nonetheless. Angela, I'm a bit interested by this ban here, as I guess I feel like it did quite a lot of work, but not that much work. So, I mean, Team Night Horde, they still feel like they need to take it out.
Yeah, and I mean, it could just be the comp that they might be going with. Angela could counter it. I mean, that's the only thing I could possibly think of. But again, Angela utilized in the right hands could be a rough time. They might opt to probably first pick an R-Lot here, depending on, like you said, if Team Ace decides on banning it here. I feel like that's going to be the make it or break it here. Nolan, R-Lot, I would say are probably going to be something we're going to be seeing here soon.
Yeah, I would not be surprised to see Ramses pick up that R-Lot in the first phase here. I don't believe that Team Ace maybe wants to let him have it. So I'm definitely expecting maybe an Arlot ban, as you said, or maybe even the Nolan. I mean, oh my foe, definitely seen him play that Nolan here, and it is scary.
Yeah. And I mean, it could also be a Guinevere ban, you know, but it's
Oh,
nothing of what we were suspecting. Getting rid of
I
the
mean,
Faramis.
I mean that's not a bad decision if they don't ban both of them. That forces Team Night Horde to pick one of them and letting Team Ace pick the other one up for themselves. So I'm not against that.
But I just don't know if it would be a ban that you would need here, right? Because you could have, if you were scared of the Faramis, utilize the Faramis right here. If they decided to first pick the Faramis, then that would have left open the Arlot. So I really want to know what they were suspecting here, or what their team comp is going to be that they fear the Faramis so much.
Okay, here it is. I believe we will see a Nolan pickup here. I'm sold on it. By Mobile Wolf. Kobe QT is gonna pick up that Ruby though. Was doing a really nice job for them last game. But never mind. Skade just locks in that Nana.
Gaze.
Oh my
Nolan on the
God.
other side though. And this could be that we might be seeing Mobile Wolf third pick the Harith. And I mean, this could be a strategy, right? Because they don't want to first pick or second pick the Harith, but if they third pick it, then they can go straight into banning counters to the Harith. So could be something Mobile Wolf is thinking about here for that third pick. We'll have to see.
There are quite a few counters to this Harith, I believe. I haven't seen Mobile Wolf's Harith, but when I think about a Harith in general, I think about like a Mincetar, I think about like a Phobius. So there's a few options to maybe counter it with it left into the pool here, but it's up to Bubble Wolf to decide whether he wants to risk taking it or not.
That
Oh,
is true.
I don't think I've seen this hero before, like ever.
I've seen him pulled out once or twice. If I'm not mistaken, Moba Zane's pulled it out a couple times. But
no, there it is.
Going right for the Harith. I suspected it. It was left open. It wasn't banned. I do think it is something that we'll see maybe changing this game into Team Ace's favor.
I'm a big fan of this Guinevere ban. It would have allowed Team Night Horde to sort of flex that off lane, that XP lane and the roamer once again. So now they're forced to pick more. Maybe they're gonna keep this Arlot in the XP position. Pick more of a solid roamer. I mean, I'm looking at that Mincetar, man. It doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, I mean, it could be anything at this point, right? Like the Arlot could be rotated. But again, I think with what you were saying earlier, just Ramsey loving that Arlot. And if I'm not mistaken, we casted a game that he did absolutely well on that Arlot. So I don't think they'll roam with it. But holy, the big man himself, Franco on the board.
I mean, that's a complete night and day switch for motion to pick up there. We had this e-girl Angela pick, but now he's like, nah, no more e-girl. I'm manning up. I'm gonna pick this big red bearded man, and I'm gonna focus down this Nolan with my bloody hand, not let him have anything resembling a game.
One thing I do have to say in North America that's really changed is the drafting. What a great pick. The Kufra is going to be stopping the Ruby, because Ruby's, all of her moves are pretty much dashes. Same thing with Mobile Wolf on the Harith. So it's all going to come down to how well this Kufra is played on the field. And you also, I mean, paired with I can't remember what's her name. Friggin' the surfer chick. There it is. Kadita. I was having a brain fart there. Paired with Kadita with her rough waves, definitely something that's going to be a menace.
I've never thought about Kadita as a surfer. I'm going to use that. That's definitely true. She does surf with that first skill. And this is the Beatrix being picked up here. I'm not too surprised by that. Beatrix, pretty good hero overall. She does the damage. With the Franco, is going to be able to land big, like those sniper shots. So yeah, I mean, it's all eyes on motion in this game for me, man. This guy is going to be getting those sick hooks, and I'm all for it.
Yeah, it's definitely going to come down to how well this Kufra's utilized. And, I mean, to be honest, from the side of Team Ace, just on how well they can feed Beatrix at this point, they need a lot. They have to rely on Max a lot again. So I want to see what they can do to bring that to the field. They have solid suppressions. We're going to be getting into game 3 here. 1-1 tied. Who's going to make it out on top? We won't know. We'll find out.
Okay, yeah, I mean, oh my foe. I believe this man as well is going to have a really good game here in this best of 3. Nolan is just such a strong hero, man. You try and pick CC into this hero, like this Ruby and this Nana, and he just says, nope, I'm just going to use my ultimate like in the middle of the fight, and you're not going to be able to control me. As well as this extreme mobility of this hero, man. It's just so impossible to play into.
Oh, definitely. And I mean, that's just what a lot of heroes bring to the playing field here. And that's something you got to watch out for. I mean, we can already kind of see that the Franco's invading, getting that vision early on. But again, paying for it. Going to have to definitely recall.
Yeah, he doesn't want to be too aggressive into this Kufra and Kadita sort of combo. They're going to be doing so much damage as well together, controlling them up with the rough waves. As I mean, I feel, yeah, I mean, look at this, that Tyrant's whatever, his first skill, it's gonna set up those Kadita's second skill so beautifully this game. So they need to be really careful about how they approach it on Team Ace.
Yeah, I mean, Team Ace, they really just need to, anytime they can take out Toad Knock, might be a good opportunity to just take him out. If they could possibly pick off a squishy early. Oh my god.
Look at the damage, there it is. The lethal ignition does take out Nana, taking away that, basically, that immortality of hers.
Ooh, they're gonna slap back.
I mean, they're gonna try to. Here's the hook coming in onto Toad Knock. It's gonna be first blood for Skade. Beautiful hook from Motion.
That's what I was saying. If they could just keep shutting down Toad Knock, like, he's just not gonna be able to get too much out of this. And it could be something that they need to focus on. Motion gonna be able to use that bloody hunt and maybe lock down all of these squishy heroes. I mean, you got the Wan, you got the Kadita, you got the Nolan, and I mean, all of them are such solid targets for Motion. So they're gonna have to really work on it.
Oh, there it is. Toad Knock goes in with the Petrify coming in from this Kadita. Blows up Harris. Absolutely no chance of living through that, my friend. Got taken out so cleanly.
That is a rough wave being brought into the land of Dawn. And then Night Horde just executing it so well. Team Ace looking a little sloppy.
Oh, man. I mean, this, how he was talking about like the snowballing sort of motion potential coming in from Night Horde coming into this game. And we're definitely feeling it here. Team Ace, they're getting run over a bit. They just need to calm down and think about how they can sort of turn this game already.
Yeah, I mean, Night Horde's kind of like that one cocky person that always comes late to the party and then somehow just like comes out on top all the time. They came late to the party, took a loss unintentionally, and taking a kill in the mid lane there, and they're still going hard.
Oh, my foe on this Nolan, he's definitely showing what this hero brings to the table here. There's the Tyrant's Rage. It does come out onto Motion. I mean, Frank is not the tankiest hero, so he might get blown up. Has to commit the flicker to get out of this one.
I mean, forcing the flicker, I do think is worth it, just because now we're not going to see any flicker bloody hunt combos, and that's going to be quite the cooldown for Motion.
I mean, he does have to pull yourself together, but the rough waves! Once again by Kim. Oh, I mean, Franco needs to start building that magic resist because he's going to be in the sight of these rough waves pretty often this game.
All I can say is Motion felt the ocean there as Kadita, bringing the ocean to the playing field here. That was insane. Motion's definitely going to have to watch out. And again, that's just the combos that you can see between the Kufra and the Kadita.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely drowning in those rough waves for sure. I mean, got Ramses going in with a double final slash, but he's going to get taken up by the 3 members of Team Ace. So that's a pretty good pickup for them to work with at the moment. They definitely don't want to make Ramses also another issue for them to deal with. So shutting him down, probably a good idea.
Yeah, I would say what's going on right now. Ooh, what a petrify, the rough waves!
Mobile Wolf's gonna be safe for now. He's gonna be able to live through with that. And he's not the squishiest hero at the moment, so he's gonna live to tell the tale just for now.
Yeah. What? I like it. Team Ace, the tenacity that they're bringing to the playing field, trying to take towers where they can. Definitely eradicating all of that gold plating on that tower down there. So that's keeping them on the playing field against Night Horde. Though Night Horde able to execute and get some key kills. One thing you gotta keep an eye out for is Max has not died yet. And I feel like that is what they need to keep their eyes on, right? Keep Max alive. Keep that gold going for him. And then possibly you can turn this around into the mid game.
Yeah, Max definitely the biggest win condition for Team Ace here. As they're doing a really good job of protecting him from this Nolan. Nolan has finished off his Hunter Strike, so if he gets close to Max, he can just blow him up. So Motion definitely doing a good job of like sacrificing himself, I guess, if you might call it like that, of keeping Max safe.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. And again, I mean, both teams are kind of going at it. The TP a little bit, trying to keep him there. I don't think they're going to do much to Ruby, though.
No, that's not the hero you want to go for sure, especially on a Nolan. I mean, as I said, you do have that stun, getting rid of the stuns, but Ruby is constantly stunning every second, you know. So it's definitely not the easiest target.
Yeah, they really wanted it, but in the mid lane.
Oh, mid rough ways, but Melina Blessing is going to keep her alive long enough. No, she's not. Oh, my foe cleans up the kill. Oh, this Nolan pick, man. It's doing so much work.
Ooh.
Oh, but there it is. Max Worm getting a kill. Maybe making a double kill here. As well, Wolf maybe going to get gone up by the Nolan. He's going to get taken out. It's going to be a triple kill for Max Win.
Oh, what a steal. Why?
Oh, my God. This is exactly what Team Ace needed to shut down these key heroes coming in from Team Night Horde. We could see a comeback potential, like a snowball that's not going to be able to be dealt with coming in from Max Win here. He's got so much gold now coming in from that trade.
Yeah, and again, this is how Beatrix can scale into that mid game, and they're just keeping an eye. Max has to be patient. Don't get too cocky, but definitely take that when they make mistakes, you need to get in there, and that's what Max did there. And you just got to congratulate Team Ace there. I mean, this is the turning tide that they need to create their own snowball.
And now we're going to have the gold lead from their end now for the first time in this game. It's going to be 22,000 to only like 20,000 here. So, I mean, this is exactly as you said. It's going to be the start of a snowball potential. And I mean, their map pressure has improved as well. They managed to get rid of that mid tower. We're going to see the rough waves maybe coming in on the mid onto Motion. He's going to be able to use the bloody hunt though, controlling up. Oh my God!
How is Motion alive?
He started feeling the motion of the ocean.
Oh gosh, man, those rough waves definitely weren't as good as they were before. And I mean, just being able to utilize that bloody hunt to keep himself alive, that is the mistake Night Horde didn't want to make. They're utilizing everything on Motion, but they just weren't able to take him down there.
I mean, look at his items. He stopped building his dominance ice, and he went for that what do you call it, the silent cloak or something, silence robe, and that allowed him to live through the rough waves in that specific engagement. So that was really well played by him. Oh, the rough waves are going to be able to out here. Nolan does secure the kill onto this Nana pretty quickly. Kim does have that healing coming up from Kandita, but will get taken out by Max Win. On top of that as well, Ramses trying to run away, has to pop the flicker, but there it is, the bloody hunt with the flicker. But okay, I don't know
what a little bit of miscommunication there.
I mean, he decided to flicker under the tower to the bloody hunt. I don't know if they wanted to join in on that. But
yeah, that to me seems like a little bit of miscommunication. Max just wasn't in that right place to be there to be able to execute onto that flicker and bloody hunts. And again, I mean, sometimes you got to think about plays before you make them, and it's just those split-second decisions that can turn tides.
Okay, here it is. Motion definitely coming back into this game really strong. He's going to be the deciding factor here. Will he be able to lock down this Nolan with the bloody hunt? Feel like he's been doing a pretty good job with it so far. But as we're going to see Lord coming out for now. Oh, look at that damage coming in. Oh, my foe onto Skade again. Now he doesn't have access to that Melina blessing.
Yeah, I mean, what we need to see from Team Ace is just don't get overzealous, right? Don't like, I mean, you're getting a little bit of a gold lead, but you have to understand that you have to continue to execute these key plays in a conceal play.
Oh, there it is. That conceal play is going to be able to blow up Motion this time because he had a bit of backup on the Kadita, but no. Ramses gets blown up as well. I don't know. I mean, that's a trade. I don't think Night Horde expected to trade 1-for-1 there.
Yeah, good 1-for-1. But again, look at the positioning. Wanwan kind of into that back lane, ready. And look, they know. They felt it. They wanted to reset that Lord. Reshi's just not up just yet, so they're kind of baiting it and controlling lanes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I don't think Team Ace either has the opportunity to take Lord here. It's a bit risky still. So Max Win will go back to the bottom lane to push it out. Yeah, I mean, this first Lord's going to be very important for both teams to take here, as you're going to see.
What?
They're going to start it off. Excuse me, Team Ace. I guess they just forgot about it.
This is the miscommunication aspect that I think is coming into play with Team Ace. I don't know what's going on, but why did they forced out? I'm perplexed right now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they were like, hey, we can't contest this Lord right now. Let's prioritize splitting some, like, pushing side lanes, and we'll come back to the Lord later. But later was not soon enough, and Team Night Horde, they took advantage of that situation beautifully with that big Lord damage coming in from Nolan.
Yeah, I mean, this is now, you know, Team Ace had that breathing room, and now it looks like Night Horde's going to be just choking them now at this point. Losing that Lord's huge. Definitely not going to be the make it or break it, but something that I don't think they should have let go through.
Yeah, I mean, Beatrix at this point has the Malefic Roar. Is going to be shredding through Toadnak and his friends now. I mean, they need to be very careful about how they approach team fights now coming in from Night Horde, because one wrong move, you know, if this Franco and this Ruby get some sets done, I mean, teammates will definitely have the damage to back it up. But they're going at the Beatrix.
Wow.
With the rough waves.
A shutdown.
Yeah, that's a really good trade coming in from Night Horde here. Without the Beatrix, I don't feel like they have enough damage. Here's the rough waves coming in onto Motion. And now, Night Horde are coming back into this game themselves.
Yeah, I mean, one by one, Team Ace is falling, making mistakes left and right, and Night Horde just utilizing those mistakes to their advantage. Being able to shut down Max was definitely what they wanted, and they got it.
Oh. Kobe QT's getting gone on here. He needs to be so careful. But he has the flicker to work with. Harris with the Zaman Force going in, but the crossbow tag, it's going to shred him.
Wind of Nature!
Oh, Wind of Nature coming in from Humble. That was sick. Oh my god.
Yo. Humble just said, stay humble, Max. I'll show you how to marksman. That Wind of Nature coming out of nowhere, definitely a key factor.
Oh, but the Bloody Hand is going to keep Toadnak in the control here. Oh, my foe is not going to be able to save his ally here as well, Kim. But it's... But yeah, I mean, Humble, with that Wind of Nature play, just baked in Max win completely. I mean, that was huge.
That's what I was saying. I was like, Max, like, even though you were just 4-0 in the beginning, you got to stay humble. You got to stay humble. And you got to understand when you shouldn't go in and being aggressive, you know, like it just comes down to that. You had a gold lead, you weren't aggressive, you lose your gold lead, and then somehow you become aggressive. I again, a little perplexed, but they're gonna have to definitely do something to turn this tide back into their favor, and I think it's gonna have to come from this next Lord take. Key positioning, and just they have to take this Lord, and I can already see by their positioning that they're possibly gonna lose it.
Oh yeah, Kobe QT gets taken down. Ooh, that's a surprising kill actually. As tanky as Kobe QT on his Ruby gets taken out by Omafo. It proves how strong this Nolan here is. Just one more thing before we talk about this Lord fight. I mean, maybe gonna have to see it take. Okay, I mean the Lord fight's over already, so I guess I can carry on. is that Ramsey is doing what I like to call a poster boy. He's not getting any kills. He's not contributing too much to the fights here. But what he is contributing here is making Team Ace use a lot of resources to kill him. You know, he's taking a lot of deaths, but these deaths mean a lot by making space for the rest of his team to sort of swoop in and take advantage of him dying.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to be that pin cushion for a team and excelling at it. Again, that's just the play that they decided to go with here, but the siege is going on.
Oh, here it is. Oh, Lord's gonna smack that tower. No chance for it to live there, but the hook, it comes in from motion. It's gonna be a great kill.
Okay.
Two.
Okay.
Oh, man. I mean, that's some good high ground offense if I've ever seen some.
Okay, Max is like, I'm humbled. I'm humbled. Get a double kill. Let's turn this around. Team Ace, yeah, they're wanting to be aggressive. Again, I mean, they could go for it.
Oh, it takes out the Nana again, forcing that Melina Blessing to get taken out.
Oh my god.
It lands onto two. Humble, he's going to be able to cook here.
Oh, the Wind of Nature! The new Wind of Nature again!
The double Wind of Nature coming in. It's a triple kill for Humble. Max Win, not as humble himself.
I mean, the moment you think Team Ace is just going to scale and turn the tide, Night Horde just pulls something wild out of the hat and just turns the tide back into their favor. I mean, Team Ace just has to stay on their toes.
Oh, good opportunity by Omafo to go in there. Forces out the flicker from Nana. And now they're going to look at ending this game. They got two people spawning here, but I feel like they can maybe focus on base. Maybe they can't. It's going to be a Nolan who's going to be transformed with a bloody hand. He's going to try and get out of here, but he needs no follow-up to kill this Nolan. It's going to be Harris that's going to be the one taken down. And as well, oh, look at that winter truncheon coming in from Kobe. That might be a really big play. It might secure the high ground once again for them. As Ramsey's poster boy as usual will get taken out to secure Night Horde's escape.
Poster boy or feeding strat? We'll never know.
Oh, we're gonna see as well the fracture on the sidelines here. It's gonna distract Team Ace to let Humble get a legendary kill here.
I mean, they're gonna keep it going here. The question I want to know is if they're gonna keep this pressure up onto Team Ace here. Do they? I mean, again, it is 1-1 down. I don't know if they have sets 6 seconds till the next Lord. So my guess is that they're gonna just opt to go for this next Lord and then end it on the final siege.
Okay, there's something that I don't see Nolan players doing too often. I've managed to learn how to do it. It's not easy to do, but you can actually chain dimensional rifts onto Lord, or actually onto anyone. Once you hit level 14 or 15 with a blue buff, you can chain rifts together. I don't know how to explain it, but basically you do rifts really fast without committing too many skills. Just hit me up on Discord if you want to learn how to do it. I'll show you. But it takes Lord very quick if you do like his skills in a specific sequence onto a singular target.
Okay, all right. With the final siege coming in, it's going to be wild to see. I mean, again, I don't know if they have too much of a potential here. They do have the Beatrix, so utilizing the weapon switching and then just, you know, RPGing is probably the best bet for Team Ace at this point. I wouldn't waste that Bloody Hunt and a Flicker, but could come into play if they're able to catch and control Humble.
I mean, there it is. He's baiting out the Bloody Hunt there. With the immortality, it's going to be a big commitment to try and take him out here. I don't believe that Team Night Horde are going to lose this one because they're just going to face the base here. And they're going to take it out so quick. Not giving Team Ace any chance to come back once again. Making this 2-1 match point for Night Horde.
Match point for Night Horde coming in with a little bit of a disadvantage, but then coming in and destroying Team Ace. Again, both sides were going back and forth here, but Night Horde just overall being the better foe. Again, kind of taking a look at what's going down here. Humble 10-1-3 here, Sep.
My God. That is a 1-1 performance if I've ever seen one. The winner natures were definitely the deciding plays in a lot of those fights against Max Win. Definitely utilized the item a bit more. We did see some really cool Winter Truncheon plays coming in from Kobe. And yeah, something I've just noticed now is Mr. Poster Boy on Ramsey's 3.6 chocolate score. He
Oh
did his
god.
job.
Let's see the damage taken, right?
Oh,
92k, 32% of the team damage. I mean, he was the tank at this point.
He was. He really was. Did his job beautifully, I must say. So just because you get bronze, guys, doesn't mean you fail.
It is true. It is true. But it looks like we're going to be jumping and possibly match point here. As Sep said, it is now Night Horde. This is their do or die, right? They're going to either win this here or not. Team Ace, they're on their last leg. What can they do to turn this around? They've tried already pulling out, you know, the comfort picks. What can they do to change these tides?
I mean, I was playing a tournament earlier, and we were backed in a corner. We didn't win the game, the last game, but what we did do was we made it really hard for the enemy team to win it by picking just all comfort heroes, you know, just not giving a damn about meta and all of that, picking what you really want to play and enjoying the game, making the battlefield a bit more chaotic. And I feel like that's what teammates needs to pull out of the bag here, is add a bit of chaos into it, give something that's not expected and that Night Horde is not expecting you to play.
I can see that. I can see that. I mean, unexpected can definitely be a key factor for Team Ace by Night Horde, right? They're kind of on a roll. They're controlling the tides. Again, anything that's thrown at them, they're able to just kind of execute and then, you know, clap back. So I really want to see if Night Horde can keep this stride up and end it all and then take it all and move on to the grand finals. Kind of taking a look at some of these bans. We're not seeing the Matilda ban just yet, but I'm guessing that's probably going to come in to play here. They opt to go for the Lunox first, so I'm wondering what they're thinking here.
The bird, the evil bird with the glasses taken out once again. He's not gonna see the light of day when it comes to these games, unfortunately. But yeah, this Lunox ban I feel like is definitely necessary against just against both teams here. I feel, Night Horde do have the second pick, so I feel like they were a bit scared of teammates taking it away.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe the Matilda is going to slip through the cracks here. And again, this could be a smart play, right? By Night Horde, force them to first pick Matilda, so then that they don't first pick our lot. But if they pick the Matilda, right, and that's going to give Night Horde 2 power picks, right? So again, it's sometimes you got to do these trade-offs, right? Bait them into something or not. And I mean, it could be that, you know, Team Ace opts to go the R lot, but then that gives Night Horde the Matilda and then another power pick. So we'll see. I mean, let's see if they bait it.
I mean, so far it's a good idea. I mean, I feel like Night Horde are definitely under that impression that they might let the Matilda through, and yeah, as you explained the whole thing pretty much. But yeah,
never know.
That's gonna be a big play. Yeah, I feel like they're letting Ramses have his R-lot again. As much as he fed, that poster boy strategy is still so strong. It enabled him so hard. So I feel like Team AC, they can't really give Night Horde the R-lot again. So yeah, they'll be playing straight into their hands.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
So Night Horde wasn't thinking what I was thinking. They opted to go for that. Possibly going to see a first pick R-lot here. I mean, they did see how well the Nolan played, but I just don't think they want to give up the R-lot again.
I feel like you have to take Nolan here and Mobile Wolf now, because if they take the R-lot, it's just gonna give Oh My Foe Nolan again. They tried to draft against that Nolan, but it just wasn't really counted. It was, I mean, they tried to draft this Franco, but he kept getting caught by rough waves and stuff. So I mean, I feel like you have to pick it on Team Ace right now.
Yeah, it's definitely, see, this is, personally, I like being second pick just because it forces you to really think about what's coming up here. And I mean, you already see R-lot being picked up. Now, I mean, we could just run it back. Do they just opt to go for the Ruby once again? Maybe a Nana to be able to control that R-lot. I mean, even the Guinevere is still open. So again, I mean, if Team Ace didn't learn, Night Horde could just run it back from the very first series. Damn.
Oh, there it is. Oh, is this going to be a Ramses Guinevere? Maybe potentially. I guess it is still a flex pick, but and I think it's more common in Rome compared to XP lane. But it'll be interesting to see how Ramses utilizes this hero. As I steal, there it is, the Angela steal pick from from Team Ace.
Yeah, I mean Angela, wild, right? Like I'm maybe they're gonna bring something else to the playing field. I love the Guinevere. Definitely one of the strongest picks in A right now. Like you were saying earlier, Sep, it could be rotated and flexed between the jungle. It could be Rome. It could be EXP. You'll never know until we make it another game.
Oh, the motion with the Kufra this time. I mean, they already know that Tukna has picked his Rome, but they'll take the Kufra nonetheless. I mean, that could shut down the Nolan a little bit, but I feel like Nolan's not your traditional jumping, dashing hero. Although they're going to take it. Mobile Wolf, there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, one thing that I'm thinking is that I think picking the Kufra this early is a little too soon, right? Because now, I mean, maybe they're anticipating what Night Horde's gonna bring to the field, but I don't know. I feel like it's a too early of a pick.
I feel like it's not, and it's less about anticipating what they're gonna pick, more covering for the heroes they have at the moment. Sure, as I was just saying, that Kufra is not the best counter into Nolan, but it's still a relevant matchup between the two. But it still shuts down the all-out as well. I mean, you got these two dashing heroes, and like if you want to pick this Nolan now, you have to get rid of the Kufra now. And the only way to get rid of him is to pick him.
I could see it. I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to see though. Nana getting banned out of here. The carry was an interesting pick. I'm surprised that they're I guess they're going to be targeting mages and marksmans at this point. Probably going to ban out that Beatrix if I had to guess.
Yeah, possibly. I mean, max win on the Beatrix was pretty strong. I don't know if they play, yeah, I mean, I guess they need to decide where to ban in the last phase there. Humble on the carry. I really like this pick. With the tank carry against Nolan is very strong. At some point in the game, the Nolan will not be able to kill you, and you will have enough damage to fight back at pretty much always. So I really like this pick.
So the Phobius ban, also another good pick, right? Just because quite a few of the heroes on Team Ace's side are definitely dashy. They're getting rid of a lot of that control onto the playing field. And now I think this is where it's gonna decide the tide here, right? We still have definitely the mage position open and the jungle. What are they gonna go with?
I actually don't know the interaction between Alpha and Kufra. Because I know knockup cancels the bouncing ball, but the Spear of Alpha is still a dash. So I wonder which one takes priority when the two of them come into contact.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. I mean, it would be a good go because being able to utilize that ultimate to displace quite a bit of Team Ace could be something they utilize here. And I mean, they could opt to go to the Martis as well because it would be a strong early pick. And I mean, they have the late game secured with the carry, but they are going to opt to go the Alpha. And I feel like Alpha kind of falls into that same role and position as a Martis does, but he's able to sustain and be a little bit better into team fights. So I like it. Now, this is wild. If a Natan gets pulled out, I was gonna say that's what we need to see.
Even more wild is going to be this easiest pick. Max Win, I don't know what you're doing, but I don't know if it's a good idea. But I mean, as I said earlier, pick the comfort right now, bro. If you want to come back into this game, add the chaos. Give me those weird picks. I just want to say one last thing about Oh My Foes Alpha here. Alpha is definitely a hero that struggles with going in and like not being able to get out, and I feel like that does synergize quite well with the Angela. You're giving them the option to come out.
Definitely. Okay, I can see that. The Angela, the Alpha combo, that definitely does give him that ability to get out. He can always get in, but sometimes he definitely cannot get out. I do like that Brody picked up by Team Ace, because it's going to be what they need, right? Because if we're looking at Night Horse comp right now, Guinevere and Alpha, at least right now, are about the only thing that can pierce that far back line. And I mean, you got the Kufra, so he's able to control and keep that back line at bay. So I think that's what Team Ace is going for here. But we'll have to see what Night Horde does to respond. There's the back. If they go Kagra, they are literally targeting Max.
Yes, they are. I feel like that is exactly what's going to be happening here. A huge amount of jump coming in from Night Horde. Yeah, Max not going to have an easy time. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go Purify, honestly, at this point.
Yeah, Team Ace is going to have to put all of their effort into making sure Max stays alive. I do have to say Max definitely has that aggressive side, makes some risky plays that, you know, definitely turn the tide into the favor of the enemy team. But we'll have to see here.
Okay, there it is. That's what I was thinking of. Like, is it going to go through? Yes, it is. Ramses on the EXP lane, Guinevere. I feel like that's the hero that's the role that she's been playing the least in her dominance in the meta at the moment, is the EXP lane. I feel like I've seen her more in the jungle and the roam. So I mean, let's just go back to the standard procedure. Play the EXP lane as she was designed to be. Well, let's see how he performs on this Ramses. Will he be the poster boy again?
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I mean, the R-Lot is, I mean, I don't know if it'd be the poster boy for Team Ace, but we could see Guinevere definitely fill that role for Ramsey this time around. But again, Guinevere is more of that persona that's just an absolute monster and, you know, excels at taking kills.
I'd be interested to see if Ramses does decide to go for either damage or a tank build, maybe a hybrid. I don't think hybrid going to be as that good compared to committing to one of them. So it'd be interesting to see how he approaches that. As for Nolan, he's going to have to prove himself on Mobile Wolf to sort of show us that he can also play this hero compared to Oh My Foe. It's a pretty good game for him here. Doesn't have that much control to work with. I mean, Night Horde doesn't have that much control to sort of lock him down just yet. So gonna have to see how he approaches it.
Yeah, we can already see Oh My Foe's true damage coming into play.
Oh, I mean, Nolan trying to do some damage, but I mean, Oh My Foe is pretty tanky.
Yeah. I mean, that's what an alpha is, and paired with the Angela, I think it's going to definitely wreck Menace on the lane. And just look at the sustainability already by hitting minions, being able to get the health back. Got it. MOBA Wolf.
MOBA Wolf with the retribution here does commit it, but I mean, there's no point not to. He's got it.
Exactly. I mean, this is what you have to do when you're a jungler, right? And especially in the early stages, penny pick as much as possible.
Oh,
sheesh!
Oh my god! Oh My Foe gets blown up, and Nolan with another kill onto Kagura. That is a good start for Team Ace to come back now.
Yeah, Team Ace, aggressiveness, the team comp, the compatibility of their team right there in that fight is what they needed. They have to keep this up, though. In the past games, they've really let down the flow, and then they get it turned around.
Oh, Spear of Alpha commits
there it is.
To try and secure his blue buff, but he's going to get taken out. Ramses in the back line will get a kill on the Navaria, though. But still, Oh My Foe is getting shut down completely here by the side of Team Ace. Ramses getting gone. Has a hard guard to back himself up for the Tyrant's Rage. It's going to lock him down. Totnak in a bit of danger now as well. But Kobe out of mana as well as motion. They need to be on the run now. They don't have any mana to run or escape with. As Kobe is also going to get chased here. Totnak with that second skill coming in from Angela, as Oh My Foe will come in to clean it up. But no, the flicker from Kobe will keep him alive.
I will say, out of all of this combat, the biggest thing is that there was a solo kill up here in the top lane. Humble getting killed by Max. So Team Ace, they lost, they won, and then they won a little bit more.
Oh, okay, Humble is gonna get humbled. Just getting taken out a second time here. I mean, they're taking out key targets from Team Ace here. That these targets, they kind of need a snowball. Tank carry. If she doesn't get a good lead at early on, it's not gonna be damage. Also, this Alpha is gonna get taken up by the Tyrant's Rage once again. Hard God's not gonna save him this time. In fact, it's gonna lead Totenak to his death. Team Ace on a big offensive.
Where was this Team Ace the last 2 games? But again, it's both sides. We got another solo kill down here by Ramsey.
Oh man, Ramsey's going for that damage build on the squid. It's starting to show. It's a big, like an early game sort of snowball hero when you go damage on the squid over here. So I'm going to be expecting to see a few more kills coming out from him before the late game sort of happens. But I mean, look at Mobile Wolf. He's doing such a good job of cleaning up these kills as well as Max Finn.
Ooh, almost a victim down there in that bottom lane.
Oh, are we going to see the fracture coming in onto carry? I don't know if she's going to tank build or not. Looks like she's not really going to commit like fully in Thunderbolt build. So she's going to get completely blown up by Mobile Wolf.
I don't know what that button was.
Yeah, I don't know either. But as you can see, she just has the steel leg place to work with. Not much more than that. But going to see the hot guard coming in onto the Alpha here. Max Win not going to be able to live through this one. They're going to finally get the shutdown kill onto Odie, and it's going to be pretty valuable.
Knowing the restraints of your team comp and just your overall hero that you're using has been great. Oh, my foe run on the run. Sustainability.
I mean, he's not an easy kill, man. I mean, looking at his build, he does have the tough boots as well as he's going probably for the brute force breastplate next. Something about Alpha that's actually really interesting is that that additional instance of true damage coming in from War Axe also applies from the additional instance of true damage from his passive. So that's like, I think if you just take a War Axe, I feel like you can just go full tank from that point on because you'll have enough damage. Oh, Humble gonna get gone on here with the hot guard's gonna try and save him, but it's not gonna be in time. Mega kill for Mobile Wolf, as well as another kill on the other side though. Ramsey's getting a really big kill.
Oh,
what did he get taken out by Kufra? The flicker, another flicker from motion will get the kill.
Is he gonna escape though?
I don't believe he will. He's in a really bad situation. He's gonna walk back into the tower, goes for the jump away, but the tower will finish him off.
Yeah, but I mean, but all of that time that he did buy for his team, we can see minions just being pushed in on every side. Night Horde definitely being pushed against a wall. Being the animals that they are they going to bite back?
Kobe, look at that tankiness from him. He's just going to walk off that Valkyrie, except he's not going to be able to walk off the damage from the tower.
Definitely hits that emote there. Turtle is secured by Team Ace. Again, I mean, one thing I do have to point out is after all of these team fights...
Oh, but yeah, talking about a team fight here, we're going to see Nola going in, going to get the... Oh, but it's going to be Omafo getting a killing spree onto this Novaria. Pretty big kill so far. Max Win going on. Oh, gets the torn apart memory onto the Kagura. Great kill coming out as well. Ramses goes in as well, trying to catch Mobile Wolf, but he's way too slippery. But so far, I mean, they need to be very careful about this carry, though. He's going to do quite a lot of damage, but Max Win will be able to get out safe with the help of motion. Yeah,
I think right now Carry is kind of opting to go... I don't know if they'll even go Demon Hunter at some point, but we can already see that the Kufra is able to take and absorb quite a bit of the damage. If they catch Max off point one time, I think it's going to be a key factor into their tide swaps.
Oh, top lane here. We're going to see a bit of a skirmish. Ramsey's playing with a bit of fire here. Kobe does have some damage to work with.
Gotta give it up to the Navaria at this point, right? The Astro Echo just able to control and stop that hard guard speed, and then, you know, turn some of the tides of the battle that they were having into their favor, slowing them down, making them waste utility.
The teammates want to take this top tower, but they're defending it with their lives here, not letting them take any tier 2 towers whatsoever. Max Win trying to push down the bottom tower as well. He should be able to get it. Humble, as I said, is not going with this tanky build. Excuse me? I feel like Max Win could have finished that off, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, he was playing a little bit passive. Again, just goes to show that he just didn't have vision on his side of the map and didn't want to be ganked there, because Max has been ganked in the past.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Lord's gonna be spawned out right now. This is gonna be a big one. It's gonna be up to the retry battle between Wolf and Omafo again, except maybe there's no retry battle to be had because one of them is gonna get taken out. It's gonna be Omafo taken out immediately before the fight even begins here. As now, I feel like teammates need to back off a bit though. They've lost quite a lot of HP on two of their heroes.
Yeah, and Night Horde knows that, right? Now they're gonna keep up this aggressive assault, but Kobe in the back line.
Oh, there it is. He's gonna get the kill onto Novari from Ramses. That was a great kill to start off with. The Fracture's gonna blow up this Angela. No hard to work with it. Max Win gets the kill onto Ramses once again. He's gonna shut him down, not providing him any more resources to go in. But Kobe with the double kill.
Shoot, Kobe with a slam dunk. What do you mean? Team Ace definitely coming out on top there, taking out 3 of Night Horde. But again, they just don't have the control over the Lord. Retry available.
Oh, there it is. Oh, he needs to be so careful on Omafo. I mean, Nolan has so much damage, and I don't feel like you can go in ever like that with Omafo. Against this Nolan pick, we're gonna see the Tyrant's Rage is gonna come out. The bouncing balls are gonna be enough damage, but the Flask of the Oasis is gonna keep Toadneck safe.
What in the world am I watching here? It's just it's like a rock'em sock'em robot match at this point. One after another, one by one, falling from both sides. Night Horde just switching it around, right? Night Horde was down 3. Now it's Team Ace down 3. What in the world?
Oh, look at that damage coming in from Humble. He's got that full damage build, has the Golden Staff, going in for the Demon Hunter Sword, as you said. Although it might also be the winner nature. But anyway, Mobile Wolf, look at that damage.
Yeah, I mean, this is at the point that they have to. Again, Night Horde needs to clear up the map. They got the first Lord. Definitely lost some battles, took the Lord. Now they have to, play passive, change this tide. The gold's already about equal. So I think if they take a couple towers, they'll be on top.
Omafo getting gone on once again, except this time he has the hard guard along with his team. They're gonna punish Motion really hard for this.
Oh my god.
The kill here. The Spear of Alpha onto Max Win. He's not gonna be able to make it out here. These are some really huge kills for Night Horde to take this game with. They're not gonna be having these two you don't have initiation or damage right now.
Oh,
it could be the first death for Mobile Wolf. Oh no, second death, excuse me.
The minions!
Oh,
They want him!
I don't think he's getting out of this one, my friend. I think he's gone. I think he's out the game. He's gonna have a hard guard as well coming in, and he's gonna try and get a kill, but it's not gonna be enough. Some recall action coming in as well. Oh, there's a Spear Alpha comes in onto Kobe. I mean, they're missing a few members.
Ooh.
The final slash that blows up Ramses. I feel like Mobile Wolf were distracting them efficiently there.
Oh, my foe, a thick boy.
Oh, he's living, man. He's living as much as he can here. He's gonna get a double kill onto this. Oh, the hard guard, it comes out in time. He's gonna go onto Kobe. Maybe he's gonna be a triple kill, as you said. But the final slash does land on a
Maniac.
It's not gonna be enough.
Stole his Maniac. Night Horde gonna push it to win it all here. Going on.
Maniac incoming. Mobile Wolf gonna try and get the Maniac for himself. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna happen though, as now Night Horde will finish off the base, clearing up this best of 5 series with even a disadvantage at the beginning. Still make it basically a three sweep, as you might call it.
Yeah, I mean, it came down to almost a BO3 out of a BO5. Night Horde's coming out on top. Looked a little rough in the early stages, but they turned it around. GG's Team Ace dropping out of the mass tournament, and Night Hordes moving on to the grand finals.
Exactly that, man. Yeah, I'm keen to see who Night Horde might be up against. Maybe we already know their opponents. I certainly do not. But we'll have to see who they're up against next. Taking a last little look at this game here, Nolan, look at that damage he was doing. Mobile Wolf trying his best to stay into the game. He was getting really amazing kills across the map, but just was not enough to keep themselves in the game. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was used to seeing this carry being tanky, but this carry was not tanky. He was going full damage. So that might have baited him into not going on him too much.
Definitely, definitely. And again, sometimes you have to make those decisions. And I did suspect that. I was wondering if the carry was going to go for the Demon Hunter, and they needed that in the long run. So they decided to go not tanky, go full damage, change some things around, and they definitely changed that tide. Oh My Foe was definitely unkillable and just a menace on the alpha.
Wow. Almost unkillable. He did get caught out quite a few times by Mobile Wolf.
Until the end, and then he became a tank.
Yeah, true. He started. I think once he got that Bloodlust Axe, he was just way harder to kill for sure.
100%, 100%. But hey, GG's. We're gonna be going here to the caster desk to end it tonight. Night Hordes taking that and moving on to the grand finals. Definitely something to see. Now, the Forgotten Ones and Shadow 9 are actually going at it right now behind the scenes. They're one of those teams are going to be going on to the grand finals, and the grand finals will be Sunday. Again, that'll be Sunday, 7 Central, 8 EST, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll see Private there casting alongside me. Sep came in here and casted quite a few games with us, but this will be the last time you guys see Sep, at least for this tournament. So I want to give it up to Sep. I appreciate you coming by. Much love for all the casting. Do you have any final words?
Yeah, I mean, to all us African fans out there, aka probably just me, you'll catch it out. You'll catch the games happening at about 3 a.m. if you want the time conversion. Anyway, yeah, I guess some last final words for me for this tournament. Thank you. I see Moonpie has just joined in as well. Thank you, Moonpie, for all the opportunities you've given me here to cast for this Master tournament. It's been an absolute pleasure. I would not mind joining in any other future tournaments coming up here, so don't hesitate to hit me up. And as to you guys who've been giving me support, thank you for enjoying my casting. I've been doing my absolute best to keep you guys entertained with all of that sort of stuff. Yeah, and you'll definitely see me in the future. I plan to keep working with you guys as much as possible so I can get experience and yeah, keep you guys entertained. So thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Sep. And again, remember, guys, grand final is going to be in 2 days. It'll be Sunday. Definitely come check it out. It'll be a great time. Until then, we shall see you guys later. Peace out. G the Ico and Sep out.
See ya.